if our aims and intentions are not about making something happen or changing something or planning something or fixing something or remembering something, what happens when we switch off the engine, you might say? And why? In many ways, because normally our engines, our mental intentions and actions are hooked up to circumstances that we know will change. Circumstances, domestic duties, job, concerns of this present time, in which we have all been alive for decades. We've been through all this. It goes on, it goes on, it goes on. And it's our life process is dealing with that. And yet we recognize all that is circumstances that change, come and go. And who are we? Who are we? Where are we in the midst of all that? Everything we're working on, which we were working on 5 years ago, it's changed. Some good, some bad. People have passed away. We had aims and ideas, and we were 20, and some of those worked and some didn't. And this is very much the same where we're at now. So this will change. And it doesn't get finalized to some final state. It hasn't happened, it won't happen. So in that, is there anything more intrinsic, more our self, more where we are, more fundamental? And most of us would probably say, I'm me, I'm here, I'm me, yeah. And what is that? Can we separate that from circumstances? Since it's not the circumstances, well, can we separate from it? And to a certain extent, when we sit quietly, we do, to a certain extent. We're not doing anything. And yet, for sure, we're probably thinking, remembering, looking for something, what's supposed to happen, I'm going to do. So there's still management going on. And this is, we develop with this practice, we're developing skills, knowing what to do, what to allow to be as it is, what will change by itself, and what remains, what's constant, what's lasting. Because it's not that difficult to get your body relatively still, but much more difficult to get the mind still. And to release the mind from its circumstances and preoccupations. Use the body as a kind of anchor or a mooring post or a stable reference, relatively stable. So it's an embodied experience. It's the body serving both as a stable presence that we can sense, and also something more subtle and profound, which we will talk about, something that's giving us a reference to what our mind is doing and how that can be released. So as you come into this period of time together, see if you can find a way where you can sit still and balanced. So if you're sitting in a chair, I'd recommend you get both your feet flat on the floor and make a wide base with your legs. Open your legs as a triangle. This just gives you much more support, because then you're spreading the weight of your body over the entire base of the pelvis. Yeah. Sitting on the floor, cushions, many of you are already doing this somewhere or another. Sense of widening your base, so it forms a stable base. And the aim of stability in this way is to allow some rest to occur. If we're stable, the more stable we are, the less effort and muscular stress is needed to hold the posture. So we just use enough muscle, if you like, to bring the body into a particular posture that will allow most of the weight of the body to be carried by what you're sitting on, not by your shoulders, not by your chest, not by your belly, but just the weight going all the way down the spine into the floor, through the base of your body. So let's take some time just fine-tuning that. And the spine is pretty crucial. Spine is going to connect big bony mass of the chest and the bones of the head, which are weighty parts of the body, connects those to the pelvis. So if we get the spine properly aligned, slight curve in the lumbar region, and bring your arms slightly away from the side of your body, so your shoulder blades, your shoulders can relax. So that the weight of your rib cage is not resting on the soft flesh of your abdomen. It's resting on the bones, the spine and pelvis. This will also allow the breathing to deepen, because the chest is open and the belly is not pressed, no weight on it, so the belly can easily swell and subside with breathing. The chest does the same. And this is pretty fundamental for much meditation, particularly the meditation I practice, because the breathing has a calming effect. It's also rich with energy. It's not a dull calm. Your whole body is being filled with the energy of breathing, And your mind and heart can pick that up, can tune into that, can sense that. You bring your neck, remember your neck is part of your spine, so be aware how your head is quite weighty mass of the skull, and most of us will tend to have our heads tilted forward because of the way we read things and look at things. This will cause stress in the neck and also a certain amount of sleepiness. So you bring your head so as it's directly resting on the neck bones, draw your face back. And then steadily relax the muscles in your face. There's your mouth, forehead, and eyes, around the eyes, the cheeks, the forehead. Since you don't need to do anything, express anything, this kind of mask on the front of the skull, our faces, a lot of energy in all those muscles that we use for expression. So we bring up a mood of safety, privacy, ease, no pressure. You don't have to be anything. Bring up this attitude, this ease, helps the face to relax, and in that the mind, which is so tuned in to these subtle body energies, expression, the pressure and the speed. It comes when the muscles of the head are tight and relaxed. Thinking mind tends to slow down. And if you support that time with the attitude of kindness, contentment, ease, again, it sends a signal to our thinking minds, our emotions, a signal of release. You're picking up the energies that power your emotions, preoccupations, memories. It's all driven by energy. Now we're just through coming into this form, relaxing that energy, not fighting with it or suppressing it, just that reassurance, not needed right now. Who are we when our concerns and memories and plans stop or soften? Who are we? How are we? What's there? Notice you most fundamentally be aware of what concerns you or annoys you or delights you. And take a time to just deliberately extend your awareness into your body. So as if we are expanding our awareness from any particular point where it is at the moment, your face or your heart, just expanding it. You can use the breathing as a kind of an agent to expand. You can breathe down and down and down. You get to your back, feet. You can go wide, shoulders, hips. Extend it high, head. You can extend it just like you're blowing up a balloon slowly. The quality of goodwill. As you're gently exercising in this way, recognizing that one of the constant features of your life is this very body, even though the forms of it change, the outward forms of it. The sense of the body being a presence remains. There's an internal aspect. Whatever happens to the hair or the skin, the body always has this sense of presence. It's like if you're just sensing your body internally, breathing, putting aside the visual experience of it, the ideas, a sense of something occupies space, a space of presence. It's aware. You can feel the steady tide of the breathing moving through that. Letting that tide be something like a cleansing that washes over any stress, agitation within this space in your body, this presence. Maybe you feel that in your face or your chest or anywhere. Expanding, softening, widening. So I'm going to change gear slowly to begin to be receptive to the physical qualities of your body. That's the bone structure, the pressure sitting on the surface that you're sitting on, the overall structure of the body, the skeletons, the bones, the pressures. The sensitivity of the skin, the sensitivity of the skin, fingers, the hands, face, even the skin under your clothes, the chest and the back. It's that very sensitive boundary experience between the beats of the world around us. Tuning into that, being and then slowly opening your eyes, but just as if you're pulling the curtains on the window without looking out. Just let the light come in. So you still have that sense of being present here in the world around you. Noticing how the mind is affected by that. We come to the mind, opening the mind, and the first experience probably is, I'm here, everything else is there. That sense of a here and a there. And we don't jump into there, and we don't jump into here. Just notice that sense arises. And how is that? We don't jump out, we don't jump back. Just notice that sense. For the world touching the skin, touching the mind. Something, and that here, there arises. So that experience of just being able to not take a position, any of those positions, but be aware of both of them. And breathing. Okay, so slowly let the form relax, and probably you'll see which parts of your body feel like they need to be moved. Shoulders, your neck. Look around.